All right. First of all, just give a lot of credit to the Bills. What they did in the run game today, unbelievable performance by them, by James Cook. He had a fantastic day and made some big runs. You know, they consistently owned the line of scrimmage and made it challenging for us. We were not able to get our run game going today. Went to the pass game, and that's where the turnovers happened. And pretty clear story right there. We made it really hard on ourselves against a good team. And made it a really challenging situation for us. So would love to see better execution in those things, in those areas, and be able to move on from that.
David, when a situation like today happens where it's kind of hard getting that run game established, did you consider at any point deviating from the plan to alternate the series with Chuba and Rico?
Nope, like the plan, just looking for execution, and we have to be able to be balanced, with the pass game in those situations, and the turnovers really just got us out of our rhythm and, put us in a different mode.
Dave, at the end of the game, with the clearly out of reach, why did you stick with Dalton? Why not go to Hooker at that time?
Yeah, just wanted to give him a chance to get us a successful drive, and we were able to move the ball down there and get a touchdown on that one. But it was just a chance to bounce back. I love finish. I preach finish, talk about the guys, trying to give them an opportunity, after a really sloppy first half to go back in there and try to get something going.
What can you tell us about the offensive line injuries? They ever stayed an impact?
Yeah, unfortunately, Brady Christian's got an Achilles, and so he's, it's a significant one. He's going to be out. We're going to miss him a lot, and just gives me a chance to just talk about what he's meant to this group, the flexibility to play all across the line in different spots. Been playing great football for us, so we're really going to miss Brady. And Jake Curhan stepped in there and did a good job at the end. But I can't say enough about what he's just the stud guy that he is. The preparation that goes into it. He's sick about it, and we all are. For him and what he's done for us.
Are you thinking it's ruptured?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Those offensive line injuries coupled with Andy's limited mobility, was that just a recipe for disaster?
It made it really challenging, and we try to find that balance, but at the same time, when guys rolling in there, Austin did a great job stepping in for Cade. That was an ankle. We'll evaluate him more, so we'll have more information on what that looks like. But I thought Austin did a really good job going in there and settling it down, being able to get just get our runs and passes and all that targeted the right way. So guys stepping in again, Yash coming in for Timo. We'll evaluate Timo a little bit more. Right now it's a knee. And he just wasn't able to finish, and saw some pretty good rushes out there, and we really felt like Yash would give us a better chance after that point.
What about Derek Brown and his knee injury?
Yeah, Derek seems fine. They evaluate him on the sideline at this point in the game. We just made the decision to keep him out of there to be able to finish the game with the other guys.
Dave, how close was Bryce to playing today, or being active today?
Pretty close. He made progress throughout the week. Didn't feel confident enough to get him out there to be able to do all the things that he needs to do to be successful. But we'll circle back around early this week, and the hope is to get him back out there on Wednesday doing something. But we got to be smart and do the right thing.
Did something anger Princely at the end? He threw his helmet against the wall.
I did not see that. A lot of frustration along the sideline. My message to the group is this is one game right here. The explosives, how well we've been playing the run, that didn't happen today. And then we gave them the ball, gave them some short fields in some different situations. And just asking the guys, we will look at this film. We will take it and correct the things that need to be corrected and right the ship based on the things that we've been doing.
Understanding you're going to have to look at the film, the challenges in defending the run. Was there anything that jumped out to you?
Just explosive play. I thought James Cook did an excellent job of being patient and just really slow playing. They did a great job up front, staying on their combinations, and didn't feel like we could collapse the backside of some of these runs. There were some cutbacks that got out on us, and the toss cracks, really were effective for them today. So stuff that we got to look at, and this is a copycat league, and teams are going to see that and try to attack us with those things. So we got to go back to the drawing board and make sure we're fitting all those up correctly.
Fundamental breakdown on the run defense, because I think 168 of Cook's yards were before contact.
Yeah, it's about the fits, right? It's a discipline of playing the run game that it takes. So we got to get back to that.
Dave, if this was a measuring stick type of game, are you guys that far behind the elite teams in the league, as this process continues?
We really look at it as one game. There's a lot of good football right in our rearview mirror, and we just got to get back to playing that kind of good football. So for us, it's just one opportunity to the next opponent, look at them and try to attack our game plans and fix those things. But we have to keep our focus right here, right now, and be able to get back to work.
Dave, how do you not let that stump the momentum that you had built with the previous
Yeah, just get back to the fundamentals. And the great part is we have an opportunity to look at the last 4 games, to look at what's successful for us and to see where the holes were based on how we've been playing and how we've been attacking on both sides, on the offense with the run game and also on defense. So we got to be able to look at that and grow and just get back to the basics.
You didn't rule Bryce out completely until today. What's his status moving forward?
Yeah, we'll take a look early this week. The plan is to try to get him back out there on the field Wednesday and see what he can do. But again, we got to be smart. We got to see where we're at.
How engaged was he and how involved was he on the sideline throughout the game with feedback, talking to Andy and talking to you maybe about what he saw?
He did an excellent job of just going to Andy regardless of the outcome of the drive and just talking to him, staying in his head, encouraging him, leading. That's what he's been doing while he's been here. He was very engaged, very involved in what we were doing. So I know Bryce is just as sick as the rest of the guys.
Dave, you said it was tough to get the run game going. Rico averaged almost 7 yards a carry. How do you keep that balance while still trying to get your best players involved?
Yeah, that's something to look at too, and we got to look at schemes and we got to look at our personnel and see who gives us the best chance to win.
Dave, the first turnover that Dalton made on the scramble, game was still very much in play at that point. Do you think that was the most critical one because of where it was and what happened?
Every turnover that's created by the opponent, it makes the game challenging. Doesn't make it impossible, but as they start to mount up, those are the things where the score starts to turn lopsided the way that it did, and that first one, Andy's back out there playing. We count on him to end the play with the ball, end it on our terms, and I know he'll bounce back and be able to do that if he has to play this week.
Will you continue using Andy as Bryce's backup?
Absolutely.
On that second one, Dave, was that a tunnel screen that they just diagnosed, or what?
Yeah, it was, and the end got a beat on it, and tipped it to himself. So another thing that we just have to look at with our scheme and answers for different pressure type of possibilities.
You don't seem too frustrated after this one. What are your emotions right now?
I just have a lot of confidence in this group and the football that we've been playing, and knowing that wasn't us. What we put out there today was not us. That was not the ball that we've been playing that's allowed us to have success. I have a lot of confidence in this group to be able to turn around, take this as a loss. A loss is a loss. Let's fix the things that we can fix. Let's get refocused and get back to work.
And then one thing, point of clarification on
Trevin. On Trevin, yeah. Trevin was evaluated for a concussion. He was cleared. It was a stinger. And we couldn't get the strength back in time to get him back on the field, but he was cleared of the concussion. So that's being treated as a stinger right now.
Was it his right shoulder?
Yes.
everybody good? All right, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.